I like to dedicate this to all of the Creator's righteous children. I have some food in my bag for you. Not that edible food, that food you eat? No. I have some food for thought. Since knowledge is infinite, it has infinitely fell on me. So,
let's get into Mania. And disclaimer, for a lot of fans, you're either going to really like this or you're really going to hate this. But either way, this is my opinion. Remember that. Whoever is watching this, this is my opinion, not yours. So bear with me. Bear with me. Okay? Okay. So to start off the Mania review, like I said, I am reviewing the Spotify track listing instead of the album track listing because, for one, I was not going to buy this album. I don't buy albums until I listen to them fully and find out whether I really do like them, unless I absolutely know I'm going to love it. Second, I know that most of the people that are going to be watching this probably listen to this album on Spotify. Some of them probably bought it, but if you did, you can just finesse this around to fit the album review track listing. So let's start it off. So the first 4 songs on the Spotify track listing are songs, except for one, are songs that already came out prior to Friday, when the album came out. So the first song is Young and Menace. And, okay, so I personally did not do a track review of Young and Menace when it first came out. And I know a lot of other reviewers did. I'm not a music reviewer, by the way. But I know a lot of other reviewers did and hated it. I personally hate Young and Menace. Hate it. Oh my gosh, it's the worst Fall Out Boy song ever. Ever, my man. Okay, I will give you reasons why. Number 1, what are we back in 2010, 2011? Dubstep is not a thing anymore. A. B. Skrillex, like the king of dubstep, does not even do dubstep anymore. Are you serious, Fall Out Boy? And I, being a person who actually liked dubstep back in the day, didn't like this song. Did not like this song at all. It was wonky, it was all over the place. The freaking drop every 5 minutes is so annoying. Patrick's vocals are annoying. Oh my gosh. I can't even tell what this song is about, it's so jumbled. I'm just like, honestly, no. Like, when I watched the music video, which is sort of okay, like the music video is sort of okay. Like, I actually don't mind the music video all that much. But for me, personally, the best saving grace of this whole Young and Menace thing was the little black girl in the music video. I really thought she was super cute with her little afro, and that part was really cute. But let's be real, okay? I basically feel how the little black girl in the music video felt when she went into that club and saw Fall Out Boy playing, and then the beat drops and she just like has that expression on her face like, oh my gosh, my ears. It's so sad. It's so sad. Like, I'm just like, Fall Out Boy, what? Who? When? Where? How? Why? Why? Just why? Just why, Fall Out Boy? Just why? I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. If you're trying to cater to the young kids, you are about 6 years too late, honey. 6 years too late. Okay? Okay. And then the whole llama thing, like, I know that they were probably... See, the thing is, when Fall Out Boy decided, oh, we're gonna go and we're gonna delay the album, I have a feeling that the llamas had a bigger part in Mania than they do now. But I also think that a lot of Mania was probably gonna sound like Young and Menace, and I am so glad that it doesn't. Because if it did, I just would have thrown this whole album in the garbage, and I wouldn't even be reviewing it right now. I wouldn't care. I would just written it off completely. So yeah, I'm actually really glad that they did not do an album full of Young and Menace. But honestly, don't do that again, Fall Out Boy. Don't do it again. Stop it. Just stop it. Okay? Alright. Okay. So the second track that was released before the album was Champion. Not horrible, not my favorite. And I'll tell you why. The lyrics definitely feel very much like they are catering to nobody with nothing. Okay? They feel like they're very mighty. They're very champion, you know, like whatever. But they don't really talk about anything. You know what I mean? They're very empty lyrics that don't really talk about anything. And again, the saving grace of this song is the cameo from Jaden Smith in the music video, because as you know, Fall Out Boy went on tour with Jaden Smith last fall, and I personally love Jaden Smith, so that was a saving grace for me. But honestly, like, again, Fall Out Boy, what are you doing? You know, Fall Out Boy used to have some of the best lyrics out there, and now they're just like phoning it in, and I don't appreciate that. So I'm gonna need you to step it up, Fall Out Boy, get it together. You know, this song was not terrible, the instrumentation was not bad, it just felt very empty, like there was nothing at the end of the road, nothing at the end of the song. And the chorus tried to be kind of mighty and champion, but it didn't work. It just didn't work, and to me that kind of hurt the song in the long run and kind of made it so that the song kind of was boring, and it just wasn't, I wasn't here for it that much. Better than in Venice, but not great. Okay. So the next song is Stay Frosty Royal Milk Tea. Okay, so the first two songs, not great. Not great by any stretch of the imagination. This song though, amazing. Pretty much one of the best songs on the album, honestly. And I think what I really appreciate about this song the most is Joe's guitar skills, because he finally gets to actually open up and show his guitar skills for once in the past like 2 albums. And Patrick's vocals. And now Patrick's vocals are going to be a recurring theme on this album that I really loved, is that I really felt like Patrick's vocals really stole the show on many, many, many tracks on this album. And definitely this was one of them. And I definitely really love that about this song. Joe's guitars, just like the whole vibe of this song. Now, are you smelling that shit? Are you smelling that shit? Is a little annoying, I will admit. But if that's the only thing that annoys me about this song, then it's not terrible by any stretch of the imagination, honestly. And yeah, I definitely recommend that song wholeheartedly. It's a great song. It's probably one of my favorites, and one of the songs that I'll probably come back to. The next song is Hold Me Tight or Don't. Now, Hold Me Tight or Don't was another single that came out before the album, and I had checked out the music video with the song, and I really liked it. I liked it a lot. So being somebody who really loves Day of the Dead and skulls and like the whole thing, I was really like down for it, right? I also really love the Latin flavor and like the tropical vibe that the song gives off. I'm a big fan of that type of music, and I've always been a fan of rock bands kind of like putting that into their music, so I really appreciate this song. I think it's a really cute little love song, and the lyrics are amazing, and it's just one of the better Fall Out Boy songs. It definitely feels like it could have been on ABAP, and I'm really like glad that it came out. And it definitely is one of the better songs on this album, and I definitely will put it in my rotation of songs I will be listening to off the album, definitely. The next song is The Last of the Real Ones, and The Last of the Real Ones for me was one of the first songs that I actually felt a good connection to. So when I first heard the song, first of all, the title really was like, oh, this sounds so Fall Out Boy. Then the lyrics was like, okay, this definitely is Fall Out Boy. And it definitely felt like a song that could have been on ABAP, and I appreciate that. And it kind of felt like a callback to older Fall Out Boy times. And I honestly really do love that. I also really love a lot of the space and star metaphors. I'm one of those people that believes that humans actually came from stars. And so for me, space talk and like star talk is like right up my alley. So I'm really loving that. And it just has a really good beat. The instrumentation is incredible, Patrick sounds amazing, and it's just one of those songs that I definitely will be keeping in my rotation. I listened to it a lot in 2017, and I'm just really glad that it is on the album, and yeah, it's definitely a keeper for me. The next one is Wilson, Expensive Mistakes. Now, this song, when I first heard it, I heard it thanks to the music video, and when I tell you, when I first saw the music video, I was very confused. I was highly confused. It's very jumbled, it's very all over the place, and I couldn't get down to it. I tried to watch the music video yesterday after listening to the song separately, and the song by itself is actually really pretty great, and I don't actually not like it. I actually think it's really a pretty good song, and the instrumentation is great. Patrick's vocals, again, are A+. And it's just really, really good. And I do, unlike most people, I do actually like the Addams Family reference of wearing black. But when I watch the music video with the song, it gets jumbled in my head. I can't focus. It kind of is weird. So alone, the song's not bad. But with the music video, I'm a little turned off, and it's just like too much. I mean, I get the music video is supposed to be a bunch of Fall Out Boy references from the past and just like pop culture references, which again, catering to the young kids, but I mean, it confuses me. It makes me kind of like feel weird. It's jumbled, it's all over the place, and I'm just not here for it. So, but the song by itself is not bad. So I can take the song, but the music video is too much. Too much. The next song is Church. Now, I know there was a lot of mixed reviews about this song because of some really annoying lines that Patrick has to sing during this song. I do love his vocals. His vocals are A+ top notch during this song. And that's something that I think makes me want to like this song, but at the same time, not all the lyrics are very poetic, I'll say. And can be very repetitive and kind of annoying, but I do like the choir that plays in the background when Patrick's singing. I actually kind of think that's kind of cool, and yeah, I mean, it's not the most annoying song on the album, but it's not exactly a favorite either. I mean, I want to like it a lot because of Patrick's vocals, and the instrumentation's not bad, but it's kind of cringy when it comes to the lyrics. So we'll see if I actually put it in my rotation. But for now, I mean, it's okay. Not terrible, not great. The next song is Heaven's Gate. I like it. I think. Again, Patrick's vocals. And I keep saying this and reiterating this, but I just, for some reason, the past two albums, I just don't feel like Patrick's vocals have been at top notch like they used to be. And so for a lot of these songs, I'm just really happy to see Patrick using his natural talent in the vocals to display that on this music. And for me, Heaven's Gate isn't terrible, but it can be a little bit annoying with the whole "give me a boost." Like, that is one of the most cringy lines that he could have put into any kind of music he is singing at this point. And it's like, Pete, come on, man. You could have thought of any other lyric to go in that song. But give me a boost? Boost? It's cringy. It's so cringy, man. Like, what? And I'm just like, okay. Like, whatever. But, again, the instrumentation is great. Patrick's vocals are great. But the lyrics are kind of wonky. And I'm just like, do I like this song? Maybe because of Patrick's vocals in the instrumentation. But the lyrics kind of suck, so I don't even know if I want to like this song fully. I'm just so conflicted. It's like, make up your mind, Fall Out Boy. Make up your mind. The next song is Sunshine Riptide. Now, when I started this review, I said that Young and Menace was the worst song on on MANIA. Sunshine Riptide is the second worst song on MANIA by far. Okay, it's jumbled, it makes no sense. By the time the song is over, I have no idea what it's about. They have the reggae artist Burna Boy on here, which no disrespect to Burna Boy because I barely even know him, but his verse doesn't make any sense with the actual song, because to be honest, I don't even know what the song is about. Like, this song is so all over the place to the point where I just don't even know what it's about. I don't understand it. His Burna Boy's whole like lyric doesn't make sense. I'm just confused. What are you doing, Fall Out Boy? And again, it's Fall Out Boy trying to cater to the young kids. They're trying to do the hip hop thing, trying to do the reggae thing, because right now, as we know, the tropical style and trap are two of the biggest kinds of music to be out right now, and repetitive lyrics. And Fall Out Boy have basically done all three: repetitive lyrics, trap music, and tropical vibes. And it sucks. I'm sorry, it sucks. Like, I don't understand this song at all. It's one of the worst songs on the album, next to Young and Menace, which is the worst song. And I just don't get it. I'm confused, whatever. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Fall Out Boy, do better. Do better, my man. The last song on the album is Bishop's Knife Trick. Now, I've seen a lot of reviews before I did this review myself, and I saw that when they reviewed the actual album track listing, that Young and Menace was the second to last song, and then Bishop's Knife Trick was afterwards. And so for a lot of people, they were like, you know, Bishop's Knife Trick seems like an afterthought. And to me, even though I'm reviewing the Spotify version, coming after Sunshine Riptide, it also feels like a very much an afterthought. Even though it is actually a really beautiful song and I actually really like it, it does really feel like an afterthought when you think about it. And I think it's really sad, because if they had rearranged the track listing just a little bit, it could have gone, you know, next to Heaven's Gate, even Church. But for some reason they decided to put it last, and it kind of just falls by the wayside, even though it is a pretty good song. I mean, Patrick's vocals, again, you know, and the instrumentation, amazing. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say. But yeah, that was MANIA for you. Again, I'm not a music reviewer, so sometimes on my channel I will be putting out reviews of music, but I am not a music reviewer. So yeah, and the way I review albums on my blog is I give it A, B, C, D, E, whatever type of grade. And so for me, I gave this album a C+. Now, the reason I gave this album a C+ is because it just felt very all over the place. There was no cohesion. There was not one genre that felt like it stuck to the album. It didn't feel like a concept album. It just felt like a mixtape, like everybody's been saying. And it just feels out of place. Just feels out of place. It doesn't feel like Fall Out Boy. It doesn't feel like there are songs on it that do feel Fall Out Boy-ish, but it just does not feel like it fits in the Fall Out Boy discography. And I just feel like that's sad. And I just feel like, Fall Out Boy, please do better next time, okay? I am really honestly rooting for you. I love you. I always have, and I always will. But you need to do better. You need to do better. It's okay to take some time for yourself, to just find yourself again, because I feel like that's what you guys need to do. If you guys want to be these poppy, hip-hoppy type group, that's cool, that's fine, I don't mind it. I'm a huge hip-hop fan. I like pop music to a degree, and you know, I like these types of styles, but if you want to do it, at least come and try to do a more cohesive project, okay? I have come to terms with the fact that you're never going to be this pop punk, punk rock, emo band that I grew up with. I've come to that term a long time ago. All I really want to see from Fall Out Boy at this point is them to be happy, not rushed, and to actually put out music that matters, to actually put out music that feels good, to actually put out music that's Fall Out Boy. And you just kind of missed the mark with me right now. And even though, you know, there are some songs that I can come back to and actually feel good, majority of the album felt wonky, it felt weird, and it just felt jumbled. And I really don't know what else to say, but you can do better next time, Fall Out Boy, and hopefully you will. And hopefully you will take the time to discover yourself, or at the end of the day, if making music together like this doesn't feel completely right, just give up. It's okay to end it. It's okay to end it. Anyways, these are just my opinions on this album. Don't take it too seriously. If you love it, good on you. So yeah, I have my full Mania review on my blog, iceturtlegirl.blog, and I will also link it in the description box of this video. But yeah, do better, Fall Out Boy. Do better. So until next time, my indigos and starseeds, peace and blessings. Rock on!